Hello, everyone, and welcome to City Hall in Worcester, Massachusetts for the grand and glorious celebration. It is the celebration of the Pawtucket Red Sox coming to Worcester. And it is Kevin Shea and Andy Lacombe here on the plaza behind City Hall, and this is a celebration for Worcester and the Central Mass community and all the hard work that went into getting this team and bringing them to Worcester, but it's also a celebration of the Red Sox organization saying, we welcome Worcester and we welcome Central Massachusetts into the Red Sox family, where the new AAA affiliate of the Red Sox will play here in 2021.
Yeah, it's an exciting day, exciting atmosphere around here. You almost feel like you're in the ballpark. The organ music has been going for the last hour or so as the crowd has started to fill in a little bit here, Kev, right here on City Hall Common. You saw the red carpet there, and of course we'll have a crew of dignitaries, not just city dignitaries, but Red Sox alums and former Red Sox greats here as well. A lot of excitement in the air, and the crowd, like Worcester, a little slow and late to develop.
Yep.
They're a late arriving crowd. That's what we do here in the city, and they're starting to fill in right now.
Yeah, that's Worcester, and they're going to be treated. They're going to get up close and personal with some former Red Sox stars like Dwight Evans and Pedro Martinez, Rich Gedman, Steve Lyons, a lot of guys, Joe Morgan, the author of Morgan's Magic and the great run to the playoffs they had when he was the manager. But they're all going to be walking the red carpet behind us, and the Worcester fans will get a chance to reach out and shake their hands, and the cameras will be going, and everyone will be excited about this team coming here, which this is the first official welcome. Yeah. Now, the official announcement came a month ago, and that was a big celebration in and of itself right here in the City Hall chambers.
I am excited and pleased to announce that the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox will be coming to the city of Worcester.
The heart of the Commonwealth is beating a little faster, a lot stronger, and full of pride today.
We learned about the passion that people in the city feel for the city of Worcester. We learned about that in part from the 10,000 postcards that were sent to us by the Canal District Alliance.
I'm so proud of what we're accomplishing here in this Commonwealth and also in this community. There's tremendous momentum here in the city of Worcester.
We think we have a fair deal that will be a win-win-win proposition for the city, the Commonwealth, and for the to-be-named baseball team.
Now, this stadium here could be, the fans could be even closer. One thing that Larry Lucchino likes to do is bring the fans right up to the ball field. So when they designed this stadium with Janet Marie Smith, I would expect fans to be even closer than they are even at McCoy Stadium, to be right down there at sea level, so to speak.
Yeah.
And you expect the same thing, though. The players will be so gracious in signing autographs, and you talk about the great stars that have come through Pawtucket and now will be coming through Worcester. Ed Riley played with Aaron Seeley, Scott Hatterberg, Tim Naring. Tim Naring and Scott Hatterberg are in front offices right now of Major League Baseball teams. So that's the kind of talent that you'll see here on field, but even future guys that are in front offices, future guys that are leading franchises, that people will say, I remember them when they came here. I talked to them. I got an autograph.
Yeah, and I mean, just even I hear people talking about, well, you don't wish the guys get hurt. But it's like, oh, well, Chris Sale's ever down there. I mean, the place will be jammed, and we'll get tickets for that. Or, Dustin Pedroia and Drew Pomerantz and others were on rehab assignments this past year with the Pawtucket Red Sox, and they drew big crowds. And, it's a great venue and a great atmosphere, AAA baseball. It is, you're watching the stars of tomorrow. Rich Gedman, who's here today, and who Ed Riley referenced, grew up within walking distance. When we talked to Rich Gedman in Pawtucket not too long ago, he talked about every road, every route, every sidewalk he walked. Oh yeah, you can get here, and I think the left field wall is going to be here. And I walked down Madison Street, and he knew it. I mean, he grew up playing Little League baseball in Moranville Little League in South Worcester, so he's right there. And but he's there. But every kind of player you can imagine, guys that are going up, guys that are coming back down. I mean, I've heard nothing but excitement. I mean, obviously there's people that have different opinions over the deal and how much the city is giving up. But there's others that say you have to take that risk to do it. But in terms of the baseball and what you may see, I've heard nothing but excitement.
No, and I said it the night that it was announced that they were coming here. To me, it is the biggest moment in Worcester's history because of everything that entails. That it's not just a team coming to an existing ballpark, but it's the ballpark structure being built, and it's everything, all the infrastructure around it with the hotels, and now the possibility of down the road making a run at bringing the NCAA basketball tournament, the first round here to Worcester because of the added hotels. So there's a lot of ancillary things that will spin off of the development around this ballpark, and it's the centerpiece of the team coming here, but it's a catalyst for this city in Central Mass, and that's why I thought it was the biggest day in city history.
It's already been good for business. You saw that shot on the pullout just a moment ago. It's the Worcester Red Sox shirt that John Gurton's making over at Gurton Graphics. He's already making money on this deal with some merchandise, hats and T-shirts, and his business is, maybe a line drive away from where the ballpark will be built, in that area of Southbridge Street where he's located. But you can see this crowd continuing to fill in. I'd say about in the last half hour, the crowd size has doubled, maybe even tripled here on the Common. So there were estimates that you wanted to have, a certain amount of people here. I don't know. I think you'll see a good crowd here for sure. And there's that's a good
the red
good
carpet.
spot
That's
to
a
be.
good shot.
Right on the red carpet. We're gonna have a procession of city councilors. I think a lot of people are going to want to get George Russell's autograph.
Yep.
But maybe they'll also want to get,
there may be some booing.
Maybe
Who
a
knows?
high five for Pedro and a high five from,
the players.
Psycho, Steve Lyons, and guys like that. But yeah, you're going to have the city councilors and the dignitaries process forward, and then you're going to have the Red Sox come through. So that red carpet's a pretty good place to be.
And that's when the show is going to really begin. And Dr. Charles Steinberg, who is the architect of this great celebration here, the architect of so many opening day celebrations when he was with the Boston Red Sox. And folks used to tune in just to see the celebration, who's coming out from under the flag this year. The Red Sox, when they would retire a number, those celebrations. Again, those were his fingerprints were all over those, and he was the architect of those. And I know he's been working tirelessly on this, and it's been a labor of love and a passion, and he's very excited. Ed Riley did talk about, we're going to skip over one of the sound bites that Ed talked about and go to the last one. Ed talked about the Worcester fans, and yes, they're going to be excited, but the Worcester fans will hold you accountable. And he said the players have to expect a certain level from the fans, but the fans are going to expect a certain level from the players as well.
Like I said, the fans here are so knowledgeable, so you're going to have to be, as a player, you're going to have to give that effort, and you're going to have to kind of be on your P's and Q's in terms of effort during the game, making sure that you take the time to appreciate where you're at, appreciate the fans with talking to people and autographs. It doesn't take that much to do that. And, like I said, it's just it's going to be, for those players that are coming in, they're going to really get a preview of what it's going to be like to play in Boston by playing in Worcester. Because, you're talking about basically the same type of fans. So, if you don't do well, you're going to hear it. And if you do well, you're going to hear it. So either way, you're going to end up hearing it.
I love it. That is outstanding. Eddie's right, though. If you do well, you're going to hear it, and if you don't do well, you're going to hear it.
Hey, that's why Ed's got a beard. He's in the witness protection program right now, just in case.
He's the best. And you know what? He might be one of those guys that you're hearing it from. Certainly his family would, but you see the crowd now that is continuing to grow here and develop here behind City Hall in Worcester, Massachusetts, as we get set for the grand and glorious celebration, the official party welcoming the Pawtucket Red Sox to Worcester and welcoming Worcester and Central Massachusetts into the Red Sox family. Yeah, and it's going to begin in earnest in just a couple minutes.
Good contingent of Worcester police officers. See Gary Quidadamo, he just got a little FaceTime, little screen time, back shoulder there as he came through. But roads are kind of blocked off in this area. People are walking in now and getting a little serenade of the music that goes through that. It's a very choreographed performance that we are going to see here. And right about 5 minutes from now, you're going to have a lot of music, a lot of music you hear at the ballparks as the players and ex-players and the city councilors and others process forward. It's all kind of choreographed. There's been a day and a half of kind of setup here on the Common, and we got here and there was a dress rehearsal going on, and so this is a very choreographed performance. Dr. Charles Steinberg is what he's known for.
Yep.
You know, he goes big. He goes forward big, and you know, we've got banners in front of us that are going to come down off of City Hall, and so there's a lot that's going to happen over the next 40 minutes, and we're going to take it all live for you right here.
Yeah, and you got a great seat right there at home. The Worcester Symphony, the Worcester Orchestra, whatever they're calling them, is going to be playing. It's a group of high school kids. These are kids from all of the schools in Worcester, but also kids from Shrewsbury and kids from Westboro and some of the other towns around that have come together to form one orchestra. And really, they've practiced for 2 days. They practiced yesterday and one day before, and they were going over the 1812 Overture. I got to hear them yesterday. It was
sounded
great.
good.
Yeah, it was really good. So, I mean, that's, again, and that's what Dr. Charles Steinberg does. He wants local flavor, and he wants to put a local stamp, and they've talked about this ballpark reflecting Worcester and reflecting Central Massachusetts.
They said that reflect Worcester, the taste, sight, sound, smells, the taste of Worcester, which I'm not sure. Is it a Coney Island hot dog, or I mean, is it a table talk pie? I mean,
It's a great debate.
What is the taste of Worcester? But what's the smell of Worcester like?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know, but you know, but they want it to be so Worcester infused and be a part of the community. And so it's not a baseball project or a ballpark or stadium. It's just it's an economic development project, which is what they're pushing right now because of all the other things that are going to be part of this this work down in Kelly Square.
Yeah, it's incredible. And through the Paw Sox history, you've had Rich Gedman, Ed Riley, Paul Toots, 3 guys born and raised in Worcester that played there, and we'll see who's next in a couple years. All right, now let's take it away to the celebration of the red carpet.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to a grand and glorious Civic celebration in our wonderful world of Worcester. Today, we come together as one, in harmony and unity, to celebrate the excitement that has been brewing all summer long in the city we love. Our spirits have been lifted sky high and have reached a fever pitch. So let us begin our festivities by welcoming our leadoff hitters, some remarkably talented children from Worcester and Central Massachusetts. These 85 students range from high school seniors down to 8th grade middle schoolers. So won't you please welcome the renowned members of the Worcester Youth Symphony Orchestra. They are under the direction of their leader, conductor, and artistic director, the brilliant maestro, Jonathan Brennan. Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito. Congressman James McGovern. Treasurer Deborah Goldberg. Mayor Joseph Petty. Councilor Candy Merrow Carlson. Councilor Morris Bergman. Councilor Christian King. Councilor Sarai Rivera. Councilor Sean Rose. Councilor Gary Rosen. Councilor George Russell. Councilor Kate Toomey. Councilor Matthew Wally. City Manager Ed Augustus. Paw Sox Chairman Larry Lucchino. Ballpark Planning and Urban Designer Janet Marie Smith. Paw Sox Vice Chairman Mike Tamburo. Red Sox Hall of Famer Tommy Harper. Red Sox slugger Sam Horn. Red Sox alumnus and broadcaster Steve Lyons. (2004) World Champion Lenny DiNardo. Red Sox Hall of Famer Luis Tiant. American League champion Oil Can Boy. American League champion and Worcester's own Rich Gedman. Red Sox Hall of Famer, manager Joe Morgan. Red Sox Hall of Famer, Dwight Evans. Red Sox Hall of Famer, Jerry Remy. And Hall of Famer, Pedro Martinez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the mayor of the great city of Worcester, the Honorable Joe Petty.
Is everybody ready for a party? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Lieutenant Governor Polito, Treasurer Goldberg, Congressman McGovern, our state delegation, Senator Chandler, Senator Moore. We also have Sheriff Lou Evangelitis. We also have Jim O'Day, State Reps Hank Norton and Joe McKenna, DA Joe Worley, and we have Secretary Jay Ash with us today. On some school community members, we have with us Diana Biancaria, John Monfredo, Mr. Foley, and I think Molly McCullough. Oh, there you are, Molly. Okay. Well, and Dante Caporetto and Brian O'Connell. Just want to say welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming. It's my pleasure to join with all of you to be the first to tell the Worcester Red Sox, welcome to Worcester! I want to thank each and every one of you who made this happen. This is a community effort. I want to especially thank Gene and the Canal District Alliance for starting the postcard campaign. On the banner behind me, if you look at the banner behind me, take a picture now, you can see your name. All 10,000 postcard signees, your name's on that banner right up here. So take a picture, enlarge it, and you'll be able to see your name. Today we are celebrating a true public-private partnership that will take blighted parts of our city and transform them into not just a ballpark, hotels, and housing, but these developments represent new parts of our neighborhoods in the Canal District and Green Island. I'm looking forward to seeing the next generation of Red Sox greats find their footing and find a home in the city of Worcester. I am grateful and proud to be part of a team of individuals who share a vision for Worcester's continued growth and our shared future. This will never happen without the hard work of both city and the Worcester Red Sox. I want to publicly thank City Manager Ed Augustus and his team who worked tirelessly over the last year to build together a deal that brings the Red Sox to Worcester and protects our city's future. It was his work, shoulder to shoulder with Larry Lucchino, over the many months that provide not just the vision, but the drive for this project. I also want to thank the Worcester City Council for their due diligence during this process. Thank you to Lieutenant Governor Polito and Secretary Jay Ash, the Lieutenant Governor and Secretary, and the whole administration that have been working with the city and the team on making this dream a reality since day one. The state has delivered on this project with infrastructure improvements and the promise of fixing Kelly Square. And that's going to sound a lot harder than building a ballpark right here in the city of Worcester. I want to thank all the founding partners who believe in this project and the Chamber of Commerce and Tim Murray for working so tirelessly. Also, Michael Angelini and Joe Salois and Norm Pinas to reach out to the business community and help them build support for this project. When this ballpark opens in 2021, along with hundreds of units of housing, 2 hotels, office space, and street-level retail, the economic landscape of our city will have been changed for a generation and for the better. So thank you, everyone, for coming today, for everyone who made the project possible. Especially want to thank Nicole Valentine, Jay Anderson, and Amy Peterson, along with Dr. Charles Steinberg, Dan Ray, and their teams, who worked all day Sunday and today to make this happen today. That's Gene Savinsky. Sorry about that, Gene. And now my introduction to our next speaker. My pleasure is to introduce a real friend of the city of Worcester, a Central Massachusetts native, Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito.
Wow, right? Here we are sitting on the former reflection pool, now called the Oval, and in the city that is now calling it the home of the Worcester Red Sox. That's pretty exciting. I love the shirt. This is definitely a keeper. And I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone here, but This is pretty darn exciting when you think about people like Pedro Martinez walking the red carpet. Let's hear it for Pedro. Our own Rich Gedman. I have a favorite. Do I need to say that? Dewey Evans. Woo! and the list could go on, right? There are heroes growing up as kids and going to these games and watching them. There are personal heroes. And I think about them and I think about our current Red Sox team, over 100 games in the win column. That's pretty exciting too, right? But when I think about these individuals, they're world champions. They lead, they're winners. They are absolute winners. And what makes a winner? Someone who starts with believing in himself or herself. That's self-belief. But in this case also, believing in your team. That's where winning starts. And when you think about this particular announcement and project, it all starts with a belief in yourself. This city, this community believes in itself. You're believers. And so am I. When I think about the 10,000 postcard campaign, if you're a postcard writer, can you just say, woo? All right, here you go. All right, that's community spirit. You're the ones that really got the attention of the Red Sox leadership. Because if you believe in yourselves, others will think about it too. And in this case, the 10,000 postcard writers and the state, I know Secretary Ash is here and our governor, Charlie Baker, we believe in our state, we believe in this Commonwealth, and we believe in this city. And we invest in a lot of projects across the Commonwealth. But in order for us to invest our dollars, we need to know that we can get the job done with our partner. In this case, we have a tremendous, reliable, exceptional partner in the city of Worcester. The city did a phenomenal job. They literally stepped up to the plate. And I want to thank Ed Augustus for his leadership for this as the city manager. And so that's why we made a decision that if we invest in this project, we invest in the city, we know we're going to get it done. A $35 million MassWorks grant is the second largest grant that our administration has made in the state, followed with a fix to Kelly Square, which is going to be pretty significant and pretty transformational for our city. And while the city has stepped up to the plate and the state has stepped up to the plate, we're in government, right? We believe in our state, we believe in this city. But the real validation for the homeowners and the taxpayers and the residents here in central Massachusetts is when the private sector says, yeah, I want to be in on this too. When you think about the Crowley family, how about that Polar Park? I can't wait. I can't wait. Orson has a strong future. When you think about Dennis Dowdle and the investment in apartments and retail and restaurants that will soon surround the stadium, that's private investment. And now today, to honor and celebrate and welcome home our Red Sox to Worcester. I personally, on behalf of Charlie Baker and our entire administration, want to thank Larry Lucchino. Larry Lucchino is someone who does his homework, and he's a tough negotiator. And he wouldn't be here today investing in this city, in this neighborhood, and this project if he didn't believe as much as you do in this city. So thank you to Larry for your investment. Now, I just want to close with one thing. We have something pretty special here in our Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We have a lot of momentum. Good things are happening all across our Commonwealth. But I think it's really the way we do business in this Commonwealth that it's attracting the private sector investment here and elsewhere. It's the way we do business. It's the collaboration, finding common ground, getting to yes, getting stuff done that is really making Massachusetts move in the right direction. I call it the Massachusetts way. And it's the Worcester way, and it's the winning way, and it's the only way we're going to continue to move a city like this forward in this Commonwealth. So tonight, we celebrate a big win for the city of Worcester and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And I just want to say one more thing. In the heart of the Commonwealth, we know about hard work and earning our way and being proud of our achievements. So tomorrow when we wake up, we're going to roll up our sleeves, we're going to work hard, and we're going to deliver on our promise. Congratulations, everyone, and I look forward to the best is yet to come.
Let's hear it for the Lieutenant Governor. Nice job. Our next speaker has stood out in the vanguard of progressive causes on our nation's largest stage and is always here for our city. Worcester's own Congressman Jim McGovern.
Well, thank you. I want to thank our incredible Mayor Joe Petty for his leadership. And what an incredible moment for this city, all of us gathered here today. But we need to understand it just didn't happen. It happened because everybody came together. And I just want to take a moment to say a few thank yous. First of all, to Larry Lucchino and the Red Sox organization and these incredible Red Sox players here today. We are so grateful to you. To Dennis Dowdle with Madison Properties, to our governor, to our Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito, to Secretary Jay Ash, to the incredible City Council here in Worcester that helped shepherd all this through, and to our incredible City Manager, who I think is the MVP in this whole project, Ed Augustus. I'm grateful to our legislative delegation, the Canal District, including Gene Zabinski, the unbelievable Crowley family. Thank you for your generosity and for believing in this city. We're grateful to all the corporate sponsors. Our state treasurer, Deb Goldberg, is here. The Worcester Youth Orchestra, Dr. Charles Steinberg, and the Red Sox organization and the city manager's office for all that they did to make this happen. Look, this is a wonderful day for this city and for this region. And let me say to Larry Lucchino and the Red Sox, you chose wisely. We are thrilled, we are excited, and we look forward to rolling up our sleeves and working with you. You know, it's like that line at the end of the movie Casablanca, when Humphrey Bogart turns to Claude Rains and says, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So, Larry, and to the Red Sox, you're family now. And so, welcome home. Thank you very much.
Nice job, Jim. Before I bring up the next speaker, I just want to introduce our council. We have Matt Wally, Kate Toomey, George Russell, Mo Bergman, Gary Rosen, Sean Rose, Soraya Rivera, and Christian King. Give them a hand. Councilor Candy Merrill Carlson is the head of the City Council's Economic Development Committee. Without the work of that committee, this deal would not have moved forward. Please welcome Councilor Candy Merrill Carlson.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. And before I say my remarks, I'd also give a shout out to Councilor Soraya Rivera and Councilor Kathleen Toomey, who also served on the Economic Development Committee. So today, what a wonderful day in Worcester. We have so much to celebrate. On one level, it's a AAA baseball in the heart of the Commonwealth. On a deeper level, it's the building of a ballpark that brings residents together, brings tourists to our city. And on an even deeper level, it's an outstanding example of economic development. We are talking livable wage construction jobs. We're talking summer internships for the students in our 9 colleges. We're talking summer jobs for the students in our 4 high schools. And we're talking about jobs for the people who live here in the city of Worcester. We're talking about revitalization of a dilapidated brownfield. We're talking about bringing 500,000 people to tour our canal district. And we're talking at long last about redesigning Kelly Square. We have so much to celebrate today. Yes, it's a wonderful day for Worcester, and we all know that it's all because of all of you. And it's all because of the folks in the Canal District. A special shout out to them. And thank you all for helping our city fulfill its vast potential. And to everyone in the Red Sox, welcome to your new city, welcome to your new family, and welcome home. Thank you all.
Nice job, Councilor Carlson. Our city manager, Ed Augustus, deserves special thanks for quarterbacking this deal from start to finish. The city manager, Augustus, is a man of a true vision of the city, and we're lucky to have him. Please welcome city manager Ed Augustus.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On June 3rd, 1888, a poem written by Ernest Lawrence Thayer was published in the San Francisco Examiner. Although the poem initially received very little attention, today, Casey at the Bat is widely recognized as the most famous baseball poem ever written. More than 130 years ago, this Worcester native penned the tale of unparalleled baseball sadness. In this ballad, the mighty Casey unthinkably struck out, leaving Mudville in utter despair. But now, more than a century later, riding the crest of an urban renaissance the Commonwealth has seldom seen, it is Worcester and its people who have driven a home run so magnificent, Casey himself would have to tip his hat, knowing that this victory it delivers will resonate in the rich lore of our city forever. The victory of bringing the Worcester Red Sox home is one that will define our city's history for decades to come. This is a milestone for Worcester unlike anything we've ever seen before. It has already brought unprecedented levels of enthusiasm and excitement, not only to our city, but the entire region. Pessimism and doubt have retreated from our vernacular in favor of optimism and pride. And as I look out on this incredible crowd today, I can feel your passion and your love for our city. And I can honestly say, this moment, right now, is my proudest as city manager. The city may have orchestrated the deal, but make no mistake, it is all of you, the people of Worcester, and the most faithful of Red Sox Nation who really made it happen. Thank you for making this historic occasion a day that none of us will ever forget. And in closing, let's go back to where I began, Casey at the Bat. We all know how the original poem ends, with the mighty Casey striking out. However, today is not about strikes and failure. It's about perseverance and success. As the great Babe Ruth once said, every strike brings me closer to the next home run. And I'm going to take some creative license and offer you an alternative ending to that famous final stanza at Casey at the Bat. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. And that somewhere is Worcester. For today, there is no doubt. Congratulations, Worcester.
Nice job, City Manager. Our next speaker saw the possibilities that the City of Worcester holds, and I want to thank him again for investing in the vision of our shared future. Please welcome Chairman of the Worcester Red Sox, Larry Lucchino.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. My goodness, thank you. I need a picture like that. That's a great one. Thank you all for being here. My role today is fairly simple but important to me, and that is to do two things. One is to express the appreciation of our entire organization to the people who have made this day possible, made this day happen. The second is to report on a recent development that took place today that I think you will want to hear. First, with respect to my duty, you've heard a lot of thank yous today, and I have been in baseball for almost 40 years in a couple of different cities with a couple of glorious franchises. But I have never experienced, and I think it's fair to say those working with me have never experienced a welcome that is as exciting, as warm, as sincere, as friendly as the welcome we have gotten from Worcester, Massachusetts. Thank you very much. It of course started with Mayor Joe Petty and the City Council, but it was taken to a new level by City Manager Ed Augustus, who is as honest, as talented, and as conscientious a public servant as I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Thank you, Ed. But if the story ended there, we would miss three crucial pieces of the puzzle. I want to thank the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, led by Governor Charlie Baker, and especially by the energetic, the determined, the indefatigable Central Mass's only Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito. Thank you. The city and the state worked together beautifully, and Jay Ash, the Secretary of Housing and Economic Development, had only 3 words for us, but I remember them vividly. Let's work together. Let's work together. It was a prescription for success, Jay, and we made it happen. Thank you very much. Now, secondly, I want to thank the Worcester business community again. Everywhere I go, I will thank the Worcester business community. I was incredibly skeptical about the size and the commitment and the wherewithal of the Worcester business community. I am here to say, led by Polar Beverages and organized by Tim Murray and Mike Angeliti, I was impressed beyond expression at the level of their concern and their pride and their eagerness to invest in the future of this city. So thank you to the business community, to the founding partners, all of them up there. But there's a third piece, this one that really brought it all together, and that was the community, the people, the grassroots. If anything, that was the secret sauce. This is a great baseball town. That effort was revealed to us in numerous ways, from the postcards that Jane Zabinski organized, to the conversations we had with the city manager, to the review of Worcester's baseball history. It was an extraordinary baseball pedigree that this city has, and we at the Worcester Red Sox are now proud to call this home. Now, more importantly, no, nothing is more important than saying thank you for making this happen. So thank you once again to all of you. But I bring you not only our gratitude and our respect, but also some welcome news. The agreement that was signed between the city of Worcester and the Pawtucket Red Sox at that time were subject to 2 key steps. The first was the approval by the city council, which, as you may know, occurred by a decisive 9-1 vote last Wednesday on September 12th. Last Thursday in the morning of September 12th, September 13th, the International League voted unanimously to support and approve this agreement. Late Thursday afternoon, the minor league organization of professional baseball voted as well to approve the agreement, as is their obligation. Finally, today at noon, Major League Baseball gave its permission to build a park in the Canal District, downtown Worcester. So it is now official.
Hola! Larry doesn't know how to do it. Why didn't you say hola? Oh, there we go. Larry didn't know something. I guarantee you that. Worcester, before Pedro laid a foot in uniform in Fenway Park, this is the first town I ever visited. Before I threw a pitch in Fenway, I got the honors to come to Worcester, thanks to Dr. Arthur Papas. How many of you know Dr. Papas? Yeah! Larry, Red Sox, how many love the Red Sox? Yeah! Guess what, Larry? I want to thank you so much for choosing Worcester, not only because we're closer to the Red Sox, but because my trip is a little bit shorter. And I get to come over here and get to enjoy the first time I ever visited. And also, I don't want to call this area, how do you say it? I'm going to call it, I'm going to name it myself now. This is going to be the heart of New England. No longer the Commonwealth. The heart of New England. It's no longer the Commonwealth. You know that, Mayor. It's the heart of New England. And if you think about it, we're in the middle of everything, aren't we? Right now, we're in the middle in between everything. Connecticut, Providence, Pawtucket, Boston, anything you want to think. So I would like to just tell you how much we care about being here. On behalf of the Red Sox and my entire crew over here, a whole bunch of old goats that I have over here. I want to say thank you for having us. It's an honor to represent the city of Worcester. The Red Sox are extremely proud. I'm so happy my trips are so short. You're going to see me often over here. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next group of players that are going to develop, and hopefully with you guys, we're gonna get some time together, see our players develop, and have a lot of fun. Keep this town the way I know this town to be: safe, clean, always together, joining forces together, like Boston is. Boston strong, Worcester strong, and always, like Larry noticed, working together. Working together like we do in the team. If you charge the mound, you better buckle up, because everybody's gonna be on top of you, so be careful how you do it. We love you. Thank you so much for embracing the Red Sox. We love you, Worcester, and thank you for giving me the chance to be here. And guess what? I'm not the only one that wants to say thank you. I have a very good friend of mine that I actually brought over as a gift for Boston, for Worcester, for New England, that wants to say something in a little video. So pay attention to it. Thank you.
What's up, Worcester? Big Papi in the building. Hey, my heart is with you guys today, even if I'm not there. I heard you guys are going to be part of the Red Sox family, as always. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. I heard about the 10,000 postcard. That was amazing. Go Worcester, go to Red Sox. You guys are part of the family, and God bless you.
I think I'll just dispose of the rest of this speech here right now and say, whatever Pedro says goes. That's right. That's our mantra. And David, thank you very much. It's going to be a great ride. We have a lot of obligations to meet, but buckle up. We're going to make it a great ride for all of us. Thank you.
Nice job, Mr. Lucchino and Pedro. Well, the heart of New England loves the Worcester Red Sox, right? And now we cap the formal portion of our ceremony with an exciting baseball moment. And right after that, we'll join our wonderful orchestra in paying tribute to our nation. And then Worcester's finest will escort the fabulous South High Marching Band down Green Street. And we have a beautiful fireworks display at 7:30 p.m. What a wonderful way for Worcester to come together as one. So now, let us give the ball to the brilliant right-hander who will help the Red Sox break the curse and win the 2004 World Series. And as he throws the ceremonial first pitch to our proud Worcester native American League champion, Richie Gedman. We still love you here, Richie. And Mike Turnborough, welcome back to Worcester, too. Won't you please welcome one more time, number 45, Hall of Famer, Pedro Martinez.
Don't be throwing no spinners or nothing like that, Peter. Go on down there and put it right there. Don't kill none of them people over there. Throwing 99. Pop it, Peter. Pop it. Pop it, Peter. Pop it. Pop it, Peter. Pop it. Pop it, Peter.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe, and you just saw the grand, and glorious celebration welcoming the Pawtucket Red Sox to Worcester. And as he has done his entire career in Boston, Pedro Martinez stole the show today as he jumped in on Larry Lucchino when he was speaking and took over, said it was the first place he visited in New England was Worcester, Massachusetts, and talked about working together and being a team, and said if you charge the mound, you're going to get it. My guys are going to protect me. And he said, let's all do the same here. Work as a team and play together.
Pedro picked this thing up because he has places to go as well. So he really got this thing moving. It was a little bit afterwards, but the main breaking piece of news here today, Larry Lucchino announcing that Minor League Baseball Association, International League, and Major League Baseball have all approved the deal, which was already approved by the City Council between the City of Worcester and the Pawtucket Red Sox. So it's official. Baseball's here.
Yeah, it will be, and in 2 years' time, or 2021, the Worcester Red Sox will officially begin play here in the city of Worcester. We're going to wrap it up from City Hall. And we thank you for watching us and joining in the grand and glorious celebration. And we're going to send it back to the Worcester News Tonight studios for Worcester News Tonight, and we will be back here live during the newscast with more on this great celebration. For Andy, I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's send it back to the Worcester News Tonight studios for Worcester News Tonight.